stepping outside of the comfort zone. So I have decided to do a series of vlogs, I think that's what you call them, videos, I suppose documenting updates on where things are at from a business perspective. So last year, major period of transition from a life perspective with challenging family circumstances and positive things and life changes happen too with having a family, having a little baby girl. I decided to look at the future a little bit differently. So up to that point, almost 10 years of working in professional elite sport with the Dublin senior football team and Leinster rugby, two of the most successful sporting teams in Ireland. So I decided that it was time for a change, and it was something I was still incredibly happy working in elite sport and will in some shape work in elite sport for the rest of my life, because that's what makes me who I am, and that's what really makes me motivated, and I love helping people fulfill their performance potential. But I decided it was time to take the leap to go out on my own and figure out things from a business perspective, which is a very different challenge. And as I said, and as you'll see with a lot of these video insights, that there are always more questions than the answers, and the answers don't come easily. So where are things right now? I set up a business originally with my business partner and friend Brendan Egan back in 2014, and then as things evolved, realized we were better working on our own. I decided to go out and set up my own daveynutrition business 2018, which is an online nutrition platform. I've written recipe books, books. The second book is just about to come out. But really what it is an online nutrition platform that provides people with different levels of nutrition support. So you can just have recipes, or you can have recipes, articles, meal plans, and consultations. So one of the big things that I learned, and this was a big thing, recognition, was that I definitely wanted to work as part of a team. That's what I enjoy most, and my team has evolved over the past 2.5 years to have 4 brilliant nutritionists. So we have Emma Brennan, Heather Masterson, Eva Hoy, and Gemma McGuinness, and then I have some IT support in Casper Stalls, and then more recently Luke Adams has joined the team to provide incredible insights around digital strategy and figuring that side of the world out, because that's what I need to do. I need to figure out, even though I've got really good nutrition products and services, I need to figure out, what do people really want? What are people interested in? And if you're to scale your business, you need to figure that out really effectively. So one of my very first experiences of working in business back in 2008 and 9, when I first started out in the world, I couldn't get my head around the fact that even brilliant products, no matter how good they were, can be very difficult to sell. So right now, the business is it's breaking even, and maybe that's a really good thing to bring more people into your team. Costs are a lot higher, but the business is breaking even, and the feedback on our services and our support and our methods are incredibly positive. But I suppose what I wanted to share is not just about the business challenges, having a really good business plan, and, well, I think it's a good business plan, having really clear values, having evidence-based practice, knowing what's effective in elite sport, knowing what's effective on an individual level. It's still really challenging. I mean, it is, you have to work so hard. And from a personal point of view, it's really hard to figure out, okay, what the hell is work-life balance? Or what the hell, like, you go to bed at night and you're still trying to figure out what direction should I go with my messaging, my marketing strategy? How can this aspect of one service be evolved and refined to be more effective? And still with that, and like, people have a perception that, you know, things are flying. and you're thinking, if only things were flying. So perception is really funny. People think maybe because you've got a social media following, and it's funny, I had this conversation with a very close friend yesterday. It's about this expectation. Just because you have a large amount of social media followers, you think that converts into sales. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. You know, getting people to buy information, understand the value of your information is really bloody challenging. So the thoughts that I wanted to share, I'm sharing because I want to have some thing to reflect on, and I think some of the thoughts will help others, and maybe others will resonate with. I've left one job which brought enormous fulfillment, but also over time you get really good clarity about what is effective and what you need to do. You know, I go in on a Monday morning and I know what the week is going to look like. There's very much a structure that's set out that's effective. I have multiple meetings in multiple contexts where I know that most of the time, you know, you're having a positive influence in some small way in other people's day. Whereas now I don't have that feedback, and I need to create that clarity and structure for myself. And that's the part that's really challenging as a business owner, particularly when you're all in and you want to make it effective. It's that staying with the process, staying with, and not being afraid of the risk, not being afraid. And even when things are not working, or you feeling like those metrics are not improving, staying true to your values, not moving from those, and knowing, well, not knowing, this is the thing, you don't know if what you're doing is going to be effective, but you got to keep at it. So at the moment, we're in the point where couple of 100 members. We've got some unbelievable events lined up. Will people come? Who knows? But I can absolutely ensure that the people that do come, or know that the people who do come, are going to have a brilliant experience. So as you can see, I'm moving back and forth with the insights, but like, events is something that I really want to do because I want to share on a personal level with people what's effective to help their health and their performance. And Tiny Insight had decided to do the event that we're planning to do on the 20th of August next month in Dublin. Decide to switch that to Sligo because that's home, and it's an experience. It's about connection. It's not just about the transfer of information. I want people to experience things that really have that lasting effect. So let's see where things go. First event next month in person in Sligo, in the hub, my local community. We have an online platform with a couple of 100 members that's punching. Lots of improvements that are needed. We have an Empower program that's kicking off the end of August as well, which is a 3-month program for nutrition education. So people who are targeting improvements in performance, increasing muscle mass, reducing body fat, or just improvements in health for 3 months, the intensive, comprehensive program that people can really, really get their teeth into and really enhance their nutrition knowledge. So we have the online. We're trying to work on offline and in-person events and expand the brand. That's enough for now. That's where things currently are at. I hope this was some way insightful to where Davey Nutrition is right now. Let's see where we're at. I'm going to do these regularly. Raw, uncomfortable insights on the 26th of July 2022. That's where my mind is at. That's where the business is at. Let's see where we're going to be in a couple of months' time, a couple of years' time from now.